Hello, hello, all you beautiful souls. Jessy here. So I guess we're gonna label this Jessy Rambles. It's been a while, right? And I decided that I'm going to do a recording instead of a video because you know what, folks? Sometimes I just don't feel like being on camera. I think some of y'all can relate, and that's okay. There are times to be on camera, and then there are times where maybe audio is certainly acceptable. So I hope this is the case, and I know this message will reach the right people at the right time. So let's get into it. Today, Jessy's Rambles. I wanted to take a minute and share a message about the type of services that I offer. Being an energy practitioner to me is more than just offering services and trying to get you to book with me. It runs deeper than that. It really does. You see, last year about this time, actually, I received my certification of completion for Silent Counseling. This holistic modality is a type of emotional release technique that uses muscle testing, light to medium breath work, meridian pressure points, and positive affirmations to ground in the good stuff after the release of all the yuckies. I was so excited to share this with everyone last year and was mind blown that not many people were interested in it as I was. I fell hard and my heart sank. I started to run into people who projected onto me and told me I still needed to heal when they were the ones who initiated a conversation with me to begin with. Can you make that make sense? They were the ones who invited me into their space by asking about the energy work that I do. Those were all completely new concepts for me to come face to face with, the projections and things of that nature. I'd known about projecting and projection, but didn't fully understand it until I continued on my own self-discovery and healing journey. And by the way, I wasn't telling them, I will never ever tell somebody, oh, go heal yourself, or oh, you need to heal. That is not me. And for those of you who do know me, know that I would never do that because, hello, if you're pointing a finger at somebody, right? How many fingers are pointing right back at yourself, right? That's an old adage. So I do believe in that as well. But I digress. Like I said, I'd known about projection, but to be coming face to face with it to that capacity and be so aware of it now, it was just a new experience. And to try and shame someone who is offering services that will benefit the overall well-being of another is something completely foreign to me. But I did experience it, and I learned to set loving and intentional boundaries for myself. Those individuals taught me that, yes, I did need to keep healing, but I already knew that. Healing isn't a one and done thing. It's continuous until our mind, body, and soul are ready to release the deep-seated emotions and experiences that got us to the blocked, defensive, and cold exterior place to begin with. While I brought these examples up, I have no ill will towards these individuals. We are only able to experience life in the way that feels best for us. But that was a learning opportunity for me, and I have gratitude for those experiences and those interactions because I was able to meet them where they were at on their life's journey and also recognize that they were not ready to release the pain and hurt they had experienced in their lifetime. They are not wrong for their thoughts and feelings, but at the same time, neither am I or was I. We were simply not aligned with one another. Do I think that makes me better than anyone? Not at all. Not in the least. I have made so many mistakes and will continue to make mistakes because we're all human. And I've hurt many people along my journey as well. But I own it by taking accountability for my karma and many, many slices of humble pie. And I send out my sincere, heartfelt apologies for those to receive when they're ready to forgive me for my wrongdoings, as I also forgive others for their wrongdoings against me. But to bring it back to my opening remarks, I offer silent counseling and Reiki sessions and human design guidance because I truly believe in these modalities and have experienced firsthand the beautiful and positive transformation that can come from these sessions by being my own client. I'm not perfect or completely healed, nor do I claim to be, but I've sat with the deepest, shadowy, dark sides of myself. I've faced the ugly parts and have been able to release so much that my perspective about the experiences we all have to go through has transformed for the positive. When I work with my clients, it's been a small but beautiful group. I set my ego and personal agendas aside to make sure the energy coming through is for their and your greater good and benefit. I'm intuitive, and I will share my thoughts if invited to do so, but my role is to be a facilitator in guiding your own healing session to where your body is ready to go. There's no forcing, there's no right or wrong. It's you and me in a quiet, sacred space where I have compassion, heart, and capacity to hold space for you. Your body will only allow you to release what it's ready to release at any given time, and I would be honored to walk through that space with you. My sessions are tailored towards you and your goals, and you can either talk with me about what comes up during our sessions, or you can keep it private. Either way, I'm still going to be there with you. This self-discovery and healing journey isn't easy, and at times it can be just downright the hardest thing you may ever experience or have to walk through. But I can say that if you're ready and willing to put in the time, energy, and effort into your own healing and your own self-discovery, you will begin to see little changes as you shift your perspective in ways you never thought possible. Everyone's situation is unique to them, and I cannot guarantee anything other than when you're ready to work with me, you will not be physically alone. And I will always remind you that none of us are ever truly alone, even though at times we may feel physically alone. God, universe, source, whomever you resonate with as your higher power, is always surrounding you. God has always been with me from the beginning, and my faith will never waver. I credit Him and His angelic helpers for who I am today. And that's not just the unseen, it's also the physical people He sent along my path to help me as well. I'm grateful and thankful to be in the frame of mind, heart, and spirit to offer support, guidance, and facilitate a safe space for others who are ready to make the changes in their current reality. Little bits at a time, through determination, prayer, meditation, and consistency, you will be able to move towards your hopes and dreams by healing and releasing the past to make room for the beautiful future, your beautiful future. And please do keep in mind that everyone's journey is different, and it will look different and unfold differently. I'll share one more bit here because it may be the elephant in the room for those who know me. And sometimes, folks, just to let you know, I chuckle and I laugh, not because I think anything's funny, but sometimes it's just kind of like my own body's natural remedy to maybe get through something that might be a little uncomfortable for me or might feel a little awkward for me. So, because I'm still healing as well and working through things. So I just wanted to share that. But for those who know me, I may not be where I want to be in my professional career. And yes, I've been married and divorced twice, but the way that I choose to live my life and the experiences I have been through and go through are mine alone. Working with me does not mean that you're going to take the same path that I did. I understand there are some couples who can begin and heal together and transform together. That just wasn't the case for me, and that wasn't in my cards. My life story is for another time and another place, and I will share at another time. But the bottom line is that I put my personal agendas and ego aside to make sure that you feel supported, seen, heard, and safe to let go of those blockages that are holding you back, or that could be holding you back, right? I'm not here to diagnose. I'm not here to say that there's anything wrong with you. Not at all. That's not what this post is about. And not that you need fixing either, because nobody needs fixing, right? So I do want to clarify that. At the same time, I do know that we all experience hurt, pain, loss, grief, sorrow at some point in our lives. So whether it's, and at different extremities as well, or different extremes, if you will, I do recognize that. So these modalities and the services that I offer, it's like my way of giving back, because these are tools that have helped me on my self-discovery and healing journey. So I want to thank you for taking the time to listen. If you feel called to work with me, DM me, or I have a link tree that will go to my booking page, or you can email me as well. So I'm also offering some discounts for your first session, and we can go from there. If the first session works great and you want to continue with me, I would be honored, and it would be a privilege. However, if you end up feeling that you came, you saw, you tried, and it just wasn't the right fit or just didn't feel right for you, that's okay too. I certainly understand that this is not for everybody. The work that I do is not for everybody, so that's okay. But perhaps I could help you find other resources that might fit your needs better, or what you're looking for a little bit better. But either way, I'm here to help and happy to help any way that I can. Thank you again. I'm sending you all so much love, light, and healing if and when you're ready to accept and receive it. Have a beautiful day, and yeah, I can't wait to hear from you. Take care and be well.